you're marketing, I mean the offer that your email is making. So for example, click here for a free video. That's the offer in the email, right? You're offering them the free video that they can go see on this website. Or if you say click here for the free report, or click here for the full story, that is the offer of the email. It's not necessarily the offer of the landing page that you're marketing. Now, click here for the free video is a better offer than click here for pictures of cat butts. I don't know why I put that in there. It's, you know, people are going to be more likely to click on the offer to see the free video than the offer to see pictures of cat butts, hopefully. Okay, but anyway, so that's a major determinant in the click-through, right? And of course that offer is part of the body copy. So another thing that determines the clicks from the email is layout, and you can use special ninja layout tactics. And the layout simply means the way the email appears, the way the body of the email appears. For example, are your sentences long or are they short? Do you have long paragraphs or short paragraphs? Is the typical paragraph going to be very wide, or is it going to be only around 30 characters before the line break happens? Believe it or not, all that stuff makes a difference when it comes to the clicks that you're going to get from the email that you send. All right, so lots of stuff determines how many clicks that you get. And as you notice, probably you're seeing that all of this stuff sort of is interdependent in its relationship to you making a lot of money with email marketing. All right, so now let's talk about conversion. Okay, so I'm sure you're familiar with clicks. You're also familiar with conversion. This is the conversion of the page that you're sending traffic to, and that could be the amount of sales that that page generates, or the amount of opt-ins, or whatever it happens to be that you want to happen on that page. That's the conversion. So naturally you can increase this conversion by tweaking the page, right? So you can try testing a different headline or a different guarantee or even different prices, and all this stuff you've heard about when it comes to testing and tweaking the own sale or the sales copy of your own web pages and stuff. But what if you're promoting an affiliate program and you don't have any control at all over what the body copy or what the copy is for the page that you're promoting? Well, then you start getting into really important and very critical email marketing stuff, and that is really what email marketing's true function is all about. And on the surface, you would be right if you thought, well, the purpose of sending an email is to just generate traffic to whatever it is I'm promoting, right? So on the surface level, yeah, that's why we send email. But on a more deeper level, the purpose of our email is really to pre-sell the offer being made on the landing page. All right, that's really the function of email. It's really a combination of those two. It's not only to drive traffic, but it's to pre-sell the reader, pre-sell the recipient on taking whatever action they're intended to take when they hit that website that we're sending them to. So that is really deep down email marketing's true function. So let's talk about how you do that, right? First of all, you need to tell them, there's some steps that you walk through with pre-selling, so I'll just take you through them right now. Step number one is to tell them why you're sending them the email in the first place. And that could be an event, it could be recent news, it could be an update about something that's going on with stuff they're interested in, it could be a discovery, it could be a warning about a product or a condition or whatever. So here's an example. This could be your opening sentence. Everyone knows Michael Jackson had a heart attack. But here's what's weird. I just read about an incredible fruit that can make anyone virtually heart attack proof. Now, just for the record, I don't know if such a fruit exists. I'm only using this copy as example copy. So in this example of the pre-selling copy, the first thing I'm doing here with this sentence is I'm telling them why I'm sending them the email, and I'm using very recent event, very recent news, which is the death of Michael Jackson, to tie into this whole promotion. News is that Michael Jackson had a heart attack. I've made a discovery of an incredible fruit that can make anyone virtually heart attack proof, right? So that's thing one for pre-selling. Step one, identify why you're sending the email. Step two is to simply tell them what you've got. So in this case, going on, building on this Michael Jackson example, I can say, I've just made a video about it, and you can watch it on my blog. So this will be the next sentence in the email. I've just made a video, I've just made you a video about it, and you can watch it on my blog. So now I'm telling them I've got a video for them to watch, right? So our next step is to tell them what it's going to do for them. So I've just told them I've got a video that I want them to watch. So the action I want them to take, part one, is to go and watch this video. So now I'm going to tell them why they should do it. So here's the example. In this video, you'll not only discover this miracle fruit, but also 3 secret places to get it for free. So now I'm just telling them a little bit about what this free video is going to do for them, right? So continuing on with pre-selling made easy. Now we need to tell them why they need to click and take this action now, okay? We don't want them to like, put a little star by this email and then go look at it when they get off work or whatever, which translates into never, right? We want them to go there now. And you can use all sort of things like scarcity or urgency or anything you want. So let's take this example here, which is be sure to watch this right now before the rest of the world sees it. I think it's possible there will be a shortage of this fruit in the next 2 weeks. All right, so that's a very good, valid reason that they should watch this video right now so they can go ahead, find out what the fruit is, and go get some before this shortage happens once the entire world finds out about how to make themselves heart attack proof, right? And again, I don't know of any particular fruit that will make you heart attack proof, but I do believe it's in everyone's best interest to eat a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. That's Dr. Kern speaking there. I'm not really a doctor, of course, you know that. Anyway, so next step is to simply tell them what they need to do when they hit the page. And lots of people leave this out. So usually when we send an email to someone, when you and I are going to send an email to one of our prospects and we're telling them to go watch a video, for example, oftentimes that video is either telling the people to go buy something or most of the time it's telling people to go opt in, right? So you know the formula, right? Oh, check out this new video, and then the video will play, and then there's a little place where they can opt in to get more stuff after they watch the video. That's kind of the format right now. So you need to tell them what to do when they hit the page. So with this video example, you would say, after you watch the video, be sure to leave your email address so you can get the free report that shows you 7 other foods to make you super healthy, or whatever it is, right? But you need to tell them what to do after they hit the page, right? And if you're telling them to buy something, you need to tell them, hey, now go ahead and order this thing once you check it out because it's really valuable, blah, blah, blah. But if you just follow these little steps I just outlined for you, you will be pre-selling the traffic before they go to the whatever web page it is that you're marketing, and you'll definitely increase your results. So let's talk about really what happens if you combine all of this stuff and how you can get an explosion of revenue, or how I think you can get an explosion of revenue anyway, when you really focus on improving these 4 critical factors of email marketing. So first we have deliverability. So let's say that you have an email list of 10,000 people, but in reality your deliverability is only 40%. Well, let's see what would happen if you switched over to a really good reputable service like Aweber, and then you eliminated spam trap words like make millions or Viagra or whatever, from your emails and so forth and so on, and you doubled your deliverability, and now you're getting 80% deliverability. Well, that means that that's going to immediately make you more money, right? Because the only way that people are going to open your email is if they get it, right? So if you double the amount of people getting your email, then everything else remaining constant, you're going to double the amount of people who open your email just based on the fact that more people are actually receiving the email. But now let's talk about open rate. So now you've doubled your deliverability, which means everything else remains constant. You've just doubled the amount of productivity you get from one single email, whether that's generating leads for an offer or making sales. If you double the amount of people who actually receive the email, then you're going to double everything else, right? It's just common mathematical sense, assuming everything remains constant. So now, if you double your open rate, well, let's think about this. The only way somebody can actually go to one of the websites you're talking about in your email is to open and read the email in the first place, right? So if you double your open rate by improving your subject lines, making sure you don't have a cheesy from field, and taking advantage of that sneaky little trick I showed you with Carlton's example email, if you double your open rate using that, then well, naturally you're going to double the amount of people who click on the website, and if everything else stays the same, right, you're going to make more money because more people have opened your email. So if the click-through rate and the conversion rate all stay the same, just by doubling your open rate, you should make more money. It's just simple mathematical common sense, right? But now what happens if you've already doubled your deliverability, you've doubled your open rate, and now you're making some changes in your body copy, you're doing the pre-selling that we talked about, right? And you're using the ninja graphical tricks, of which there are many, to double your click-through rate. Well, now you've got twice the amount of people actually receiving the email, and now you've got twice the amount of people actually opening the email. What if now you had even twice the amount of people clicking the email? Now you're starting to get into this exponential growth of results, right, just from making small changes to everything. So there you have like this massive number of clicks being generated where you didn't before, and then of course if you double your conversion of your landing page, by simply tweaking your own offer copy or pre-selling your affiliates or pre-selling your affiliate offer, then you're really, really going to see a massive explosion of revenue. So when it comes to email marketing, people really just tend to focus on list size and things like that. But as you can see, it's these four main pillars, and if you work on improving each one just a little bit, you can have a massive explosion of productivity and hopefully explosion of revenue in your business, and that's what I want for you. Now, if you like this kind of email stuff, Ryan Dice and Perry Belcher have just put out a really great product on 13 super sneaky, they call them sneaky, I think they're brilliant, email marketing tactics that they have tried and tested that have gotten really good results from them or for them. So they specifically show you ways that they have increased their open rate. They specifically show you ways that they have increased their clicks, and they specifically talk about ways that they make more money with different offers and stuff. So if you'd like to have like some good old-fashioned here's how you do it with all this stuff, you can click on the link that'll take you to their site. It's right below this video. Naturally, they're friends of mine, so I'm a little bit biased when I tell you their stuff is excellent, but I think this product in particular is very, very helpful and could really help you out if you like this email marketing stuff and if you're making money by sending emails. All right, so that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it has caused you or will cause you to make more money. And all right, so listen, I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. See you.